Well, I don't really know why it caught on. I don't even know why it caught on, but it became this weird, crazy, viral thing where everybody was yelling Garugamesh and making videos about Garugamesh. I don't really understand it. Hey, but you know what? I do have a great commercial for you to see. You got that commercial queued up for me, bro? I told you I would show this to you, so put this on screen and turn it up. Oh, looky. Oh, it's a life-size Edward. Thank you, sweetheart. Oh, he's so cute. You are adorable. What's your name? Hi, Maggie. Okay, I'm sorry. She's too adorable. I have to hug her. Here. So adorable, Maggie. Oh my gosh, look at her. Turn around. Look. Oh, what's your question, sweetheart? What Tamaki liner do you like, dear Maggie?
I was doing some videos online, and your favorite one was on how he brings you the commerce coffee.
Yeah, do you know that part? You want to hang with me? Okay, come here. Okay. Oh my gosh, is she the cutest thing ever? We are going to perform a scene from Ha'oran High School Host Club for you. Okay, she says she knows the lines, so here we go. Ready?
I'm afraid if I drink this coffee, my father will yell at me.
What if I let you drink it? From my mouth. Yay! Give Maggie a hand! Oh my gosh. All in good fun. Parents, all in good fun. I always zero in on the adults in the room, and they're like, yes. Hi.
I never thought I would meet you.
I'm so glad you're here. What's your name?
Sabrina.
Hi, Sabrina. It's nice to meet you. What is your question, sweetheart?
Can you, if I was a customer at the host club, can you treat me like how Tamaki would?
Oh, my darling Sabrina. If only I could find the words to tell you what is swelling in my heart, the feelings that I have I can't contain anymore. You are a princess. Okay, oh, thank you. Did you do this? Thank you, Sabrina. I love it. Why is Tamaki crying? You made Tamaki cry, didn't you? I'm just kidding. This is beautiful, sweetie. Thank you. Okay, listen. I want to show you something, and I know you're going to want to see it. So I don't want to forget and run out of time. Okay? Let me tell you what I want to show you. And before I tell you this, I need to ask you: do not videotape what I'm about to put on screen. Okay? Now. I want you to respect my wishes here, because I want people to see this at conventions like you're getting to. I don't want them to see it on the internet, all shaking around from 20 feet back and the sounds bouncing around. I want them to experience it the way you're getting to. I have never sold this video. I've never put it online. I only show it at conventions. And I don't even think I showed it here when I was at AnimeNext 4 or 5 years ago. If I did, there are a lot of new people here. Let me tell you what you're about to see. You ready? Very shortly after we started recording Full Metal Alchemist, and I started really falling in love with this show, I thought to myself, I wonder what would be a plausible story whereby a grown man, i.e. me, could start turning into an anime character. So I made up this little story idea, and then I thought to myself, you know what I've never seen? I've never seen any voice actors cosplay as their characters. So the wheels are turning now, you see. And I'm starting to get an idea is formulating. So then I decide to write this little story. And then I contacted a whole bunch of the other voice actors from Full Metal Alchemist to ask them if they would like to be in this with me. And they all said yes, and they all made their own costumes. And we all got together in Houston, Texas on one weekend to shoot something called Full Metal Fantasy. Now, here's where the story gets interesting. I showed it for about a year, and I only showed it at conventions. And it started getting really popular. And then Funimation called me and they said, look, we don't want to make the Japanese company that owns Full Metal Alchemist upset that we're making some live action thing. And I said, well, no, you didn't make it, I made it. And I made it purely as a fan thing out of love for the show. It promotes their show. I don't charge money for it, it's just for fun. I mean, how many other anime shows can say that they've got voice actors who love the show so much that they're actually making a live action where they're dressing up as their character, right? Not many. So Funimation said, yeah, we understand that, but we don't want to make them mad, so we want you to not show it. Well, I work for them, so I said, okay, and I put it aside. I tabled it for like years. No, years, nobody saw it. I kept it in my laptop case. And then last year, somebody from Funimation, my dear friend Sophie, called me and she said, if you promise to let me know when you intend to show it, you can start showing Full Metal Fantasy again at the conventions. So, that's what you're about to see. Sound man, I want you to crank this thing up, make it movie sound. We had so much fun making that. It was so much fun. It was freezing cold, and when we started the rain machines and everyone got soaked, the funniest thing, you guys, we're taking a shot of the homunculi walking toward Ed, and they're being all mean, and we're gonna kill you, they're going. And as soon as I said cut, they went, they're like they were melting. Poor homunculi. Let me see, how are we doing? Where's our, we're doing okay. We have about 10 more minutes, I think, okay? So I know, I should start asking for longer Q&A sessions, don't you think? Because I would love to just chat with you guys as much as possible. Come here, give me a hug. Okay, who's got a good question? Black Ranger, you got a good question? All right, lay it on me.
Yeah, I was wondering if, did you enjoy doing Broly during the Dragon Ball Z movies?
Now there's a Broly guy right back there. You know what? I loved Broly, but Broly didn't love me. Yes, it was unrequited love, ladies and gentlemen. I loved Broly, but he was so hard on my voice. Oh my gosh. All of those Kakarots and power-ups and going Super Saiyan. Poor lyrics. My lyrics. I have to tell you a funny story about Kakashi. If you have not seen it, my character has this spirit dog that floats alongside him, all right? And it doesn't have any arms or legs. It's just a dog with a body that goes to a point. So we started calling it a sperm dog. Now parents, that's a medical term. They've heard it already in biology. But I would text Troy Baker, because he played Madarao, the dog. And I would text him and I would say, hey man, I just doing a recording session with you, sperm dog. And like I'd record lines where I would call him sperm dog instead of Madarao, and we would leave those for Troy when he came into the studio. And he would text me, thanks a lot, sperm dog, really funny. But I love Kakaishi, and I think it's an awesome show. Okay. Mr. Staff Giant says I have 1 minute left. Is that a good question? You sure?
First off, MSA represent. And while doing Brotherhood, did you find anything between the discrepancies between the first Full Metal and Brotherhood to throw you off at all?
You know, that's a great question. And what's your name? Let me tell you something, Patrick. You know what? When we started Brotherhood, Patrick, I was kind of worried. I was like, oh my gosh, what if it's not as good? You know? What if this, because the first series was just so awesome. And we didn't think we'd ever have to do another series. So when we started it, I thought, man, what if the music's not as good? What if the story's not as good? What if the characters aren't as good? What if it just doesn't turn out as good? And then as soon as, like within 3 or 4 episodes, I was so in love with Ed and Full Metal all over again. And a lot of people ask me, which one do you like better? The first one or Brotherhood? Well, to me, in my mind, it's all one Full Metal adventure. Okay? Now, if you see them differently, that's cool. But for me, in my mind, it's just a huge adventure. And when I started Brotherhood, this is new cities, and new characters that Ed is meeting, and new places that he's going, but it's still Ed and Al. And it's just the further adventures of the Full Metal Alchemist. So I kind of see them all together. So I could never really pick one series over the other. Now you guys, I'm supposed to wind this up now. I have to, because we've taken all the time we can. But I want to say one thing to you. And I want to get someplace where I can see you all. I'm going to take 30 seconds to tell you this. Are you listening? I want you to know how much I love you guys and how grateful to God I am for the privilege to do what I do. I enjoy so much interacting with you guys. You know, when you're performing on stage, when you're doing a stage play, there's an audience, right? And when you do something powerful, the audience will gasp, or they'll clap, or they'll laugh. But when we do what we do, there is no audience. There's nobody there to give us any gauge on what we're doing, whether it's moving you or not. So to get to come to conventions and interact with you and find out that stuff that we've done moved you, or helped you get through a difficult time, or encouraged you to pursue some talent that you have, whatever it is, those moments and those experiences are priceless to me. I adore you guys, and I pray God blesses all of you, and I will look forward to meeting you guys, hopefully, at autographs if possible. And I'm glad you guys came. I hope you had fun. I love you! Thank you guys!